I'm Linda with American Patchwork and Quilting, and I'm here with Marie and Vicki from Handi Quilter, and you all did a very fun challenge with your educators that really created some amazing quilts where the quilting really is the star.
And that's what we told them. So we gave them a challenge. We gave them a fat quarter of blue.
Okay.
We gave them about a couple of yards of the cream fabric. And we told them that they had to make a friendship star, because we're all friends in quilting. And that the quilt had to be 20 inches square.
So there was a size parameter.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Size, so those were the rules. But the most important rule that we gave them is that the quilting had to be phenomenal.
And it really shows how different people's style really plays into how they quilt something.
That's right. Oh, there was one more thing we did.
Batting.
Batting.
So we did a layer of wool and a layer of 80-20.
So that quilting
would really show, so it really pops.
Gives it a little more loft.
Yes.
Right.
So we also told them that they had to put a sleeve on it.
Okay.
And they had to put a label on it, so it has to have a name.
Sure.
So, and a lot of them, that, you know, there was a reason for the way they did it, and so the name kind of depicts that as well.
So they put a lot of thought into the why.
This is Debbie's, and she quilts on a sit down, the Sweet 16, and so she loves to use rulers. She loves feathers, and her trademark is this, the
ribbon candy with the little borders.
So a lot of her quilts have that. But this is all on a sit-down machine, and it's just beautiful.
Wow, it's
so
gorgeous.
As we go through these, kind of notice where the star ends up on the quilt.
In different places, I bet.
Yes.
All right.
Okay. And so this is Harriet's.
And Harriet likes the Pro Stitcher, which is the computerized quilting, and some of these designs she may have digitized herself, or she could have purchased designs and done that, but that's her favorite, and you can see how she balanced that star with a circle.
That's right, because they really struggled with that star. They said it was just
the four-pointed friendship star can be a little intimidating.
And so it did balance it, and then she added the other stars with it, which we didn't tell them they couldn't.
Right.
We just said they had to have at least one star, and she put hers in the center.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And that circle really sets that off then.
Yes, yes. And you notice all the ones we're showing you, the thread that they used is all matching the fabric. So you're seeing texture without thread being maybe one of the main events.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's look at the next one.
All right, this is Stephanie Burton. She's younger. She likes the modern, and so for her, she was like, oh, you're stretching me on this. But she did awesome. She put a lot of different kinds of feathers. She used a lot of different rulers, and she just...
Yeah, she wasn't going to go with the rulers. She, you know, but she added it all. Swirls up here, some feathers, which is very traditional. But she just wanted to just do free motion quilting, but she did add, you know, some different dimensions.
Some straight line there too. And even in the straight line grid she has in that corner, she put in a little bit of free motion inside.
Yes, she did.
Amazing.
Diane.
So Diane's is more of a landscape kind of look to it, where she, you know, it's a practical star, where you would see a star in the sky, in the heavens, and then the waves, which she created in the computerized,
all these waves.
which is totally computer is Diane.
And this is one of our designs that's actually in the Pro Stitcher that she used, and just repeated that as the waving water.
And the little sailboat down there in the corner really does, again, have a lot of dimension thanks to that second layer.
And this is all about the history of Virginia, where she's from.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
So she really did take the story part to heart.
She did. She really did. And this is Nancy Stein, and she is another Pro Stitcher lover. You know, she loves doing that. This is basically an edge-to-edge design, but she cropped out the star so that it would stitch, you know, didn't stitch through it.
Sure. What a great idea. And that's an interesting, everything else is very much the same.
Mm-hmm. Oh. This is Linda Mattioli, so you can see this one. She has some skills. So a lot of this she created in Art and Stitch, which is a program where you digitize
Designs.
Your own designs,
designs.
okay.
And then she did
pearls.
these pearls, so they just kind of wind out of there and
Just
followed
the star rays.
Yeah.
And now she used a slightly contrasting thread.
She did.
Rather than using the exact matching, but it certainly doesn't, it's not a high contrast
No,
thread.
it's really nice. You see what the texture, but you get a little bit more of it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
See
Yeah,
a little.
multiple motifs in there, beautifully done.
Yes.
Oh, now we have a star on this side.
Okay, yes, we do, because the reason we know it's on this side is because the sleeve is right here. So this is Kelly Ashton, and Kelly really struggled with this star. She did not like the way this star was, and she wanted to make it, you know,
More symmetrical and more
symmetric,
balanced.
balanced.
Yep.
So she twisted it, and she started making that, and then she made it larger and twisted it again, and totally.
And I look how she made it run off the quilt here.
Mm-hmm. And this is all done with rulers, because this is Kelly's favorite tool to use as rulers. Circle rulers, straight line rulers, this grid, this here, I just love this.
It's
love,
really-
love, love.
And it's
The
so dense
texture in
in
that.
here
Yeah.
with those lines. Again, that's ruler work.
But it also, by being so dense there, it makes this wide channel really pop and give it the dimension
Yeah,
of that
makes
star.
it look good.
That extra batting.
So we ask each one of them to label their stars or their quilts. So I'm going to turn this over, and her label is, "This took me forever. You're welcome."
Now these challenge quilts, we've got another set of them in our next episode. But with these challenge quilts, I found so much inspiration for what I could do for unusual new patterns and pairing them together. And I'm hoping that, I expect that you all did as well, that you really found new inspiration in what was
Oh,
presented.
yes.
Now, whether you decide to make a challenge for your own group of friends or just challenge yourself to try some new techniques on a small piece as a sample, we hope that these tips have given you some great ideas.